There she is. The beautiful American flag. Freedom. And Happy Haven's home. Looks like she's got company. Looks like there's two homes here. Interesting. It's a nice big site for two homes. Picnic table. Gotta have a picnic table. Look, the shape of a cross. Does it get any better than that? Thank you, Jesus. Fire pit. Happy Haven and the Clam. Flowers. Yes, they're weeds. It's all on how you look at things. I'm going to give you an up close and personal here tour of both Happy Haven and the Clam. So I hope you'll join me. Linda here, serene and simple life, sitting inside the Clam. I haven't named it anything. The brand is the Clam, and this is a King Camp chair that I have had since I first started the nomad journey in 2018. It's looking a little worn, but I plan on keeping it forever. It is a beautiful day here, and this campsite is amazing. The campsite and the campground. Why is it so amazing? Well, first off, I am on the corner, as you can see. And for the time being, I don't have a neighbor. Does it get any better than that? I hear that I might get a neighbor. That's okay. I can share. But right now, I haven't been here too long. I set up and I am thoroughly enjoying myself. Now, in future videos, I will be giving you a tour of the campground. I'll be giving you an overview of my seasonal work job. I am in South Dakota at Crazy Horse, and I will be giving you a tour of where I'm working, and actually inside too. Oh, there's so much to come. I'm going to do a food haul showing you what I have here that I brought along for 2 months. There's a lot of good stuff coming up. So please subscribe, click the bell, and give this one a thumbs up so other people can see senior citizens living on the road and living life large. Go, see, do. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Both of these setups took me a few days. I arrived here on a Tuesday. Wednesday was orientation. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to give myself a week and get acclimated. Just live inside Happy Haven. It's a Toyota Highlander SUV. It's a 2012. I first lived in an Acura sedan. For those of you who are new, I lived on the road for 3.5 years. First the Acura for a little over a year, and then I got the Toyota Highlander. Right now I have a anchor in another state, and it gets very hot in the summer, but whether it did or not, I am here for an experience. So if you haven't subscribed, I highly recommend you do. And I really appreciate it too. I appreciate you being here. Anyways, so after orientation on Wednesday, I just really enjoyed it. And the feeling came across me to just get the Clam up. I was like, I talked to a maintenance guy who also works in the office. He's 2 doors down. And I said, can you help me like maybe on Monday, if I need some help with the wind to pull out the sides? And he's like, yeah, sure. Just, and I said, when you're driving by or, you have a few minutes, it'll only take 5-10 minutes, but it's so much easier if you have 2 people. And he's like, no problem. Well, Thursday morning rolled around after orientation, and I was like, I'm going to put this clam up, and I'm going to see if I can do it all by myself. You know, I raised my daughter to be very independent, but at the same time, there was times when she was like, I can do it. I can do it by myself. And so I hear her voice, and I think on occasion I would say, Kara, allow people to do their, to help you. Because if you don't allow people to help you, then they're going to stop asking you. Can any of you relate who are married that you do everything by yourself? Bunny trail. Or if your husband or significant other asks you if they can help and you say no, and then they stop asking. I don't know. Anyways, there is a pride factor in being able to handle things on your own too. So I got the clam out. I watched a little YouTube video for a refresher. I have not had this clam up for 2 years. I had it up in Michigan for a short amount of time when I was in Michigan 2 years ago. Did I put it up in the other? Yeah, I put it up last summer in Michigan also. So anyways, it's been about a year. And I was like, I'm going to watch the video and see if I can do it by myself. I did. I got it all up by myself. It took a lot of pulling and, pushing, but I got it up, and then I anchored it down. Now this is really, really hard dirt and rock, and so I asked the gentleman down the way if he could help me stake it out, with the ropes. So I'll show you that in a minute. But so he did help me with that. All right, back to the setup. So I got it all up. I pulled the things out of Happy Haven that I thought that I would want inside the Clam. I've got like 2 bins of food. I've got one of my power banks. I've got the 12-volt IceCo refrigerator, which I love. I have 3 tables, the chair. So I pulled out all the things that I knew right off the bat that I was going to want in here. And then Friday rolled around, and I did some moving furniture around and rearranging. And I think I even rearranged on Saturday too. Then I wanted to tweak the SUV because things were a little bit disarray, and I was like, how can I make this really neat looking for this entire season? I'm going to be here for many months. It's a summer into fall job, so it's going to be quite a long time. And this Clam gets hot. Yesterday I was in it most of the day, and then by evening I took my dinner inside the SUV and put a couple windows down, and I felt much more comfortable. We also have a lot of wind, so I'm utilizing both. I have my stove in the Clam. I took the stove out. I wish I had 2 little stoves, which I do have one back at my shed. Anyways, because I like sometimes in the morning to just heat up some water, or nighttime maybe make a cup of tea and stay inside Happy Haven. But neither here nor there. I'm thankful to have the stove that I do have. I brought it into the Clam. I have all my clothes inside Happy Haven. I have a 6-drawer unit that I used at the onset of my nomad life, so it's been used a lot. And also I have a new 2-tier table set up in there. So I have it sectioned. I have a garage, I have my little dresser area, and then I have the 2-tier shelf area, and I'll show you how I'm utilizing that. Many of you know that I sleep in the front seat of my SUV by choice. And I am not going to belabor that because I have done 5 videos on why I sleep in the front seat. So if you'd like to go back, go to the playlist, pick and choose, or watch them all, and you'll know exactly why I do what I do. So I'm just saying, so you don't have to ask me in this video, where do you sleep? It's in the front seat. And I show you how I sleep, why I sleep that way, how comfortable I am, the whole 9 yards. So I think that's about all I want to share before we take the tour now. I'm going to show you my first love, which is my first home, which is my SUV. And when I am back at my tiny home, Anchor, I feel like I have 2 homes there as well. I have my SUV under the carport, and then of course I have the tiny home. Go, see, do mode. And I will show you the setup then in the Clam and how comfortable it is. I am going to do a couple, maybe day in the life. I'll do some walking tours. I'll bring you along when I ride on my e-bike. Lots of cool and fun stuff. I'm going to do some sightseeing, but that won't be till September because I don't like to sightsee when I first get to a place, and I actually like to wait till after Labor Day when the crowds have dissipated. At Crazy Horse, they get, over the course of a year, over 500,000 people to come through. So I'm not looking to do anything where there's large crowds at the moment. I'm very happy that I can have the Clam to get out of the wind and when it's hot, and I have a fan, and then I can also crawl inside Happy Haven and in the weather. If it's raining, I'm not going to sit here in the Clam probably. I'll be inside. The weather changes on a dime here. I hear it can go from snowing to very hot in no time. So I love weather. I love change. So that is all very good. With no further ado, let's take the 2 penny tours. Let's go to the front seat first. This is where I sleep. And there, if you have not met him, is my co-pilot, Andy. And he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own. It's a very old hymn. I'm going to take you around on the other side, and I will show you what's on the floor. This is obviously my water bottle, and thank you, Anita, for this beautiful cover that you gave me when I was in Arizona, or when we met up in Arizona. This is my catch-all toiletries bag, very handy dandy in the mornings when I'm getting ready for work or otherwise. Toothpaste, lotion, all kinds of stuff in there. And then here in the console is my makeup bag, my handy dandy wipes. This is nail polish and some cream, just in case. Thank you, Mary. Deodorant. This was given to me last summer in Michigan. Some scratch paper. And we're good to go. Now let's go to the other side. To do that, I'll show you the dash. My parking pass for the season. How beautiful is that? Another gift from Mary, Shirley, and Becky. Thank you so much. The cross I found at Mackinac Milk Creek Campground last summer. And a heart that I bought when I worked at Ruby's Inn General Store in Montana. Hope anchors the soul. Beach girl. Thank you, Connie. I think Connie got me that. Some other fun. I picked this up at a gift store. Can't remember where I was. I think it was Iowa. Live Simply. 60th anniversary at Mackinac Milk Creek where I worked. Handy dandy flashlight, business cards when I'm out and about. This is Say It, Display It, and Rustic Charm Retreat, and the tiny home. And then on the other side, is my Say It, Display It business. Debbie got me the pretty flowers. Thank you, Debbie. Go, see, do mode. And here's my bike keys and the lock and an extra keys for the Toyota. And this I did a review on. I just absolutely love this for charging. This is from Joy Room. Debbie also gave me the solar light there. Thank you so much. Number one, with power, I am spoiled. And last summer, I did not have any power or water. I had to get it at the campground. This is the e-bike. Then we'll go inside here. This is a pillow I put in the center here. Again, go back in the playlist to see how I sleep. This is my jacket. I don't usually go to bed with a jacket on, but in the middle of the night I sometimes wake up. I love how this is all set up and looking pretty. This is winter gear because we're going to get a cold snap tomorrow and it's going to go down to 30. So I'm all prepared for that. This is a bag that I've had forever. It's Vera Bradley. I've got a Road Pro in the back that I haven't used in years, but I still bring it with me. I've got some handy dandy drinks for work and some snacks. I have some Larabars and some little mixes that I made up with nuts and raisins, chai seeds, some apple sauces, some healthy beef sticks here. I don't buy just anything. This is 0 sugar. And that's what we have here in the front. So let's crawl inside now. In a cabin last summer. What should I name him, guys? Is he cute or what? And I like this little ambiance going on. This is a night light. I've got a radio that I've had since the beginning of time. This is for my bike rack. Another fan. And a very neat look here in the front. Inside, I crawl around here and sit on the console. Seeing is believing. I flip my leg over the top here. And now I am seated on the console. Here is the dresser, which has, I like to wear little short dresses. I mean, they're not short. More than I like to wear shorts sometimes. I've got some bedding right here. That's more bedding. And here is a nice pull out of water. I love these. These are BPA free, so no worries. I just put this little guy together. I like to wear hair clippies. I like to wear these kind of bracelets. These are just hair things. And so this is very handy when I'm going off to work to have this last minute. This is my jewelry that I brought with me. This is a scripture, say it, display it, something that I have to mail today or tomorrow. So it's sitting right there to remind me. I pulled it from the back. This is a little basket that has my work t-shirt and a sweater. Sometimes I put some PJs underneath there so I don't have to pull the drawers out at night. Everything is just nice and neat and good to go. So we've got dresses, we've got tops, we've got pajamas in here, some long sleeve shirts. We have shorts in here. We have undies and such in here. And then over here is capris and some long loose pants. This carpet I bought a long time ago. I think it adds a nice little accent. And then over here is things I use on a regular basis every day. Pens and markers. I'm a pens and marker person. Any of you like that? A pair of scissors. The handy dandy fan that I showed you. This is excellent. I use this a lot. So you can go back for that show and tell. This has some batteries and miscellaneous in it. Some natural aloe vera, pure olive oil, honey, hand lotion. I use organic castor oil every night on my neck and my face. And I use organic jojoba oil for my skin. It's very dry here. I did a little review on this. This is my ambiance for nighttime. I absolutely love it. Thank you, Olight. Fan, heat. Like I told you, weather changes on a dime here, so I'm prepared for both. Underneath here is the Veto Man. Gotta love it. Did a show and tell on that. I love little baskets. This is my pull-out. This was given to me. I showed you this. This is a gratitude journal. Thank you so very much. That was a gift. And little notepad from my sister. Thank you, Kathy. I'm a little notebook junkie. I think I get that from my mom. Custer State Park. I will be visiting that later. I'm going to do some crocheting perhaps while I'm here. So I've got my needles right there. And it's just a nice little catch-all. Down below here, grandkids made this for me years ago. And yes. For Grandma, happy birthday. We love you. Love Brooklyn and Levi, 2016. How nice is that? This is all my camera equipment and all the different attachments. And I've got some different cords and wires in here, as well as attachments for my camera, some straps. This is my healthy snack basket. We'll show you that with the food haul. Push in and out. I can access it from the door over there when I'm at work. I do quick lunches. We do get an hour. I've got peanut butter. I've got an apple and an orange here. We get free coffee, so I can always fill that up, take it into work. My apple cutter I absolutely love. Always have one drink here ready to go, so I don't have to climb up front or dig around. And then, guys, back here, I've already sat back here a couple times and did work. I have workspace here. This is my Bible, journals. Many of you probably have this book. It's a sample copy so I can show people. Rut to Revival, A Gypsy Soul Nomad Journey. I wrote this a couple years ago. It's a fabulous 3-in-1. It's a travel guide, a handbook where you can write in it, and a very personal story. This is some information that we got, a guide to tribal nations, so I want to read that. I've got some birthdays coming up, so I'm all prepared here with cards and some wrapping paper. They're coming up shortly. And then over here, I also use this at nighttime, but it makes a nice little cushion right there. I use this to cover, to make some nice setup here. These are my two clothes bags. We wear khaki or black pants, so they're right here ready to go. I can access them from outside or in here and then get dressed in the Clam. This is winter gear, some long johns, because again, I'm in a state where you just never know. I've got 4 seasons of clothing in here. I made this Afghan before I came here, and so this is my basic go-to blanket for nighttime. There's some sleeveless tops that I don't need yet, a jacket and a vest in the corner there. I have my winter coat up front. And then this blanket I will use for the 30-degree temperatures. It's a wool blanket, but it covers what's going on here. We've got product, so if you're interested, I can fill orders while I'm on the road. Go to my website, sayitdisplayit.com. 30 cards in a deck. It's daily inspiration, and I designed all the backgrounds. There's about 20 different themes to choose from. This is a box where I've got like a lantern in here. I've got a hot water bottle. I've got my bike charger in here. I've got the 12-volt little tea kettle. Things that I've had with me since the beginning of time. I have a pour over in here. Maybe I'll do a video on what's in some of these containers. Maybe not. My laptop, I plan on working while I'm here on my laptop on both a website and maybe make a digital album. And this is my shower bag. It's the first one I grab when I'm going for a shower. It just has towel, shampoo, razor, and soap and washcloth in here. It's very lightweight. Serene and Simple Life. You can get this on Teespring or on Redbubble. Just go to the description and I've got links. And then here is all my hair stuff. I've got a hair dryer, a curling iron, and a flat iron. My brushes in there and clips. Over here in the corner is extra shampoo, extra wipes. I've got a medicine bag in here that has Pepto-Bismol, Tums, some aspirin. I don't take medicine, but so far, thank you, Jesus. But I do have those Vicks Vapor Rub, just a few things that if I actually need something that I've been used to taking, I only maybe like Pepto-Bismol. It's just something nice to have. I don't want to run out and have to buy some because those things usually come up in an emergency type way. So let's get out of here. These are my window coverings. They do shred like dandruff. I spray painted these, and it's Reflectix, and then I covered them with black fabric, blackout fabric from Joann Fabrics. We can open up the curtains. This is an inexpensive rod from Walmart, and I've got one going on here. There's the Clam, and we will do that tour next. All right, I think I covered everything in here. The outskirts here. And this is the tea chair that swivels. Just absolutely love this. I usually get some shade here. And I can sit right there and be cozy in between if I want to come out and get a little air. This has a double zipper. You gotta love the Clam. So we'll go in here. And I am stoked here, guys. All right, I gave you a lot of overview at the beginning about stoves and what I did here. I pull up my chair here when I'm getting ready for work. Here's my mirror, and it has a 10 times on here also. And I sit here and I put my makeup on and have my coffee. Got this from my daughter. I absolutely love this, love what you do. And I started designing these, live in the moment. With Serene and Simple Life on the back, although this one doesn't have it. I've got cinnamon, turmeric that I mix with apple cider vinegar and honey and water for a healthy morning. I don't always do it. Got a can opener. This was a gift. Thank you so much. And some taco seasoning that I bought at a craft show before I left. I've got a very sharp knife, silverware, one spatula, and one wooden spoon. Table very well used. Paper towel hanging up with a bungee. This is underneath here is oils. And I will show you, this is my food. I'll show you that in the food haul. We've got 2 pans total, 3 things of propane, some extra containers that I can use in the fridge, popcorn, and laundry detergent. In the back there is 3 waters, paper plates, bowls, a little koozie thing here. My sister got me that, I think. In the back here is some bread and some cereal. Sometimes that's my meal at night when I'm working 11 to 8. And then I've got all the drinks in here to replenish while we're down here. Got the Jackery that I've had for a long time. I also love that company. I've got some rice, Kiona and brown rice, jasmine in there. This is the porta potty collapsible that I'm using to raise things off the ground. Here's my coffee filters, some plastic bags there in the back. This is the coffee station with my fan. Love this fan. Coffee station. This is the first time ever to bring my coffee pot with me, which was also a gift. Thank you so much. I have a wish list, and people have been very, very kind, and I appreciate it. And then this folds up, collapses into a very small half size. The legs come off, and you put them underneath here, and it collapses in half. It's excellent. Here is the Iceco fridge. Freezer, it's a dual. My water, very handy, pull out just to, I make my coffee the night before, so it's ready to turn on in the morning. Back here I've got my bike helmet, and I've got the boxes. I brought extras with me here, and so I use these just for catch-all or for trash. And inside I have toilet paper, and in here, and this is my little pee can. So I have one in here, and I also have one in the front passenger seat. I have the toilet paper, and then on the ground I have the little pecan. Forgot to show you that. Handy dandy table. When I'm sitting here, I can grab it. I've had that table forever. I love working on using this either in Happy Haven or in here. I was going through papers, and so I had papers set up here, and I had the table in front of me here. And then this I use also. I can pull this out and use this stool to put my makeup on. I don't always pull up the chair. There's the King Camp. You can see how worn it is. It's a wonderful, wonderful chair. It's pretty expensive. And this is my little, hold on, let me overthink this. This is a phone holder. This just makes things cozy. I'm a list maker, and this is my planner for my videos. I've got videos all planned out. In the back here, I've got a little bag of shoes, out of sight, out of mind. A brown bag that I use to throw papers in when I'm going through papers. And there are 3 windows in here. So let me step back. I've got the solar lantern hooked on one of those things that I always forget the name of it. Got the covering here on the bottom. And yeah, very, very excited. Very cute home. What do you think, guys? Shoes handy to pull out in the morning, and they air out at night. And there's some a binder of inspiration and some Escapees magazines to go through just for random do nothing days. So this is like a little station area too. And then let's go to the back so you can see over here from back to front. We'll be wrapping it up for the day. What I showed you here already and told you what all this is. I can sit on this side, I can sit over here, tuck myself in, or I can sit straight out. Tons and tons of room. I absolutely love this 2-tier shelf unit. And I do want to show you one more thing. Drum roll, please. First time ever, never had before. Thank you, Handyman Joe. He built me a platform, guys. And this is where the Clam fits, believe it or not. I've got a shower tent here. This is where the Clam coverings go, my hiking boots, stuff if I have a flat tire, bungees, gas can, shovel from my son, some rocks that we were allowed to pick up over at Crazy Horse, some ropes. I put a couple other things here. I am stoked. Underneath, over there on each side, I have room to slide in extra paper towels, toilet paper, both of my camp chairs, the camp table. I put the larger table from the Clam on that side, upright when I go to leave, and the other small table on that side. It's just absolutely amazing. It's a game changer. I don't have to take out very much, just the one row. Here is the bike rack. And with that, hope you enjoyed a 2-in-1 here today. I utilize both of these all summer long. This is my view. Blessings in your day and joy in all of your travels, in your go-see-do mode, and joy in the journey. Stay tuned, guys. Going to give you a campsite tour, show you the laundry room, the restrooms, show you how big this place is. Lots more to come. Yay! Home for the summer. It's my anchor. There's the ropes. Hey guys, Just a couple short cliff notes. It was Ruby's Inn general store that I worked at in outside of Bryce Canyon in Utah, not Montana. Everything that I showed you, I think everything, can be found in the description. I'm an Amazon affiliate. I make a teeny commission. I thank you. Anything you put in your shopping cart within 24 hours and you order it, I make the commission and I thank you. So I do have a tiny home life and van life combined link of everything that I have. And lastly, I'm sorry about the audio. When I look down and I've got my mic here, it's picking it up too much and I'm just was not aware of that. So later.